you. It was late night texting to a yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleed. Truth is that strangers like magicians never knew them tricks were up your sleeve.
Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. Stop, it's starting to get contagious. I had to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that. Tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? Fresh tip when you're doing your feet. New outfit. Don't call me, you already know. I'm on the road and you for the streets. Young and it ain't the same. I guess we're on different days. I guess now
it was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs.
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Get set.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
4 yards.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Connected here with Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jordan Watkins from 8 yards out. And the Niners have struck first in this NFC title game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Here's McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll just get rid of it. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Purdy looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Niners 1st down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Get set, get set.
Back to throw, Purdy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Watkins diving, he's got it. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jordan Watkins, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Throwing is McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Vikings.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 78 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 27.
Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw McCarthy. Open man is Jalen Naylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards. The Vikings.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
46-yard line.
That's to the left side where he's got Naylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A 2 on the play. And this.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Vikings first down.
An inside give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 39 yards. And the 49ers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. That's down the field for Jefferson. Oh, still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That one complete to Naylor. And the Vikings are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jones will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there, and they'll go for two. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Get set. Run around, stop.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He'll try to do it himself. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Niners Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
18 yards, first down Niners.
49ers, first down.
Outside.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Purdy from the gun. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10.
Get set. Get set.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Shotgun now with Purdy. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 73 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Here's McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they
touchdown, Vikings!
Jalen Naylor,
a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field, the extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing here, Purdy.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Jonathan Grenard. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Watch out! Yellow.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
On play action, McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara.
2nd and 10.
It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll try the right side with Jones.
Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
This is caught by Addison.
A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly they're still short for 4th.
A big gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. He lets one go. Deep for Addison. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jordan Addison, 41 yards. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Second down and 8. Back to throw, Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Out of the gun, Purdy. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up second and 13.
Watch out.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Purdy now to throw. They'll try and do this himself. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Purdy.
He's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. McCarthy operating from the gun.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
The 49ers are going to the Super Bowl. As we sign off here, we thank you for watching. Good night, everybody.